Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel, Daddy Rooster 88. I know it's been a minute, haven't made a video in a while, and I haven't made a video about my truck. And if anything goes wrong, I like to share it with you guys, and I want to share how I fixed a problem I was having with my oil pressure. So let's get into it. 2009 Chevy Silverado, 5.3 4x4 flex fuel. Now this truck calls for synthetic oil if you Google it, and I didn't verify in the owner's manual, which I probably should have, but I'm switching to conventional anyways. So no matter what it says, I'm doing what I gotta do to get this fixed. Okay, so real quick, little backstory. I've been having trouble with oil pressure. Your normal operating oil pressure is usually around 40, and I was down to 20 on, daily. So something's wrong. That's too low. Backtracking, I had to think about, what has changed since the time it was good to the time now. And after going through all this, I kind of got it narrowed down. So I was getting a code. A check engine light came on, and I believe it was P0521 oil pressure sensor. You can't see it, but the oil pressure sensor is back there behind that siren, straight down by the firewall, and it's really hard to get in there. But I took it in. You got to have an angled socket, and you got to have an angled ratchet, and you usually get inside the engine compartment, and you lay in there with your arm behind it. There is a hose you can take off. I believe it's that vacuum hose for the brake booster, and that'll give you a little bit more room if you're trying to do it yourself. It's not impossible. It's just that I didn't want to deal with it, but that might have been unnecessary, but I went ahead and changed it anyway just to eliminate that. I mean, that's just me eliminating and avoiding trying to troubleshoot it with the voltmeter and all that stuff. Let's just switch it out. So now I've already changed that once, and thinking and just going by what it said, that's the problem. So I changed it. It did improve, but I believe it was a combination of some other things that I did that actually got it to go up a little more, and everything was fine. At that time, I was able to get my my tags for smog. So after a while, it just wouldn't go away. 20 to 30 was the normal operating range that I was having, and it always bugged me. It always bugged me. So going back, I had to think, well, what did I do? When I first got it, it wasn't like that. So thinking, and doing some research, and seeing what kind of things can you do to bring up the oil pressure. So one of the things you could do is change the thickness of the oil. So I switched to synthetic oil a while back. Right at the time I'm starting to put two and two together when all this started to happen. So, but I never thought nothing of it, and I can't prove it, but I think it has something to do with it, with my problem anyway. So I went back to conventional oil. That was step one. Step two, I went to a thicker oil. So this truck, it's asking for 5W30, and I switched it to 1030. So that's a little bit thicker, and and that will increase your oil pressure. So I didn't just do that, and I didn't just test it right after that just to see how much that affected the oil pressure individually. There's a second step that I did, which was adding a additive to the oil. So I read up on Lucas oil treatment, and that says it's gonna increase your oil pressure, no doubt. So it was a combination of changing to conventional, changing to a thicker oil, and adding the Lucas oil treatment. So this is a 2009 Chevy truck, and I've got about 174,000 miles on it. So it's kind of worn. The motor's kind of worn. I'm pretty sure I'm burning oil because by the time I get ready for an oil change, I'm about almost a quart low. So it's burning. I don't really have too much leak, so it's got to be going somewhere. And so oil, you know, I keep an eye on it. So I change the oil, change the filter. That'll get your pressure up. I switched to 10W30, doesn't matter, STP, whatever. High mileage, conventional. Added the Lucas heavy duty oil stabilizer. Now this one here is for the older engines. It says it stops oil leaks, and it will increase the oil pressure. So this replaces 1 quart of oil. So in this truck, it takes 6 quarts every time you change it, when you change your filter and the oil. So I put 5 quarts, 10W30, and 1 quart of this. So that equals 6. I got a complete oil change out of that. I did take the truck in to get the oil pressure sensor replaced. The part is like, $40 at AutoZone. I don't have the part number, but I got that changed out. It's in the back of the motor by the firewall. It's got a plug for electrical. It screws right into the intake, and that's supposed to monitor your oil pressure. So, just wanting to eliminate that, I just switched it. I don't want to have to troubleshoot it. I just changed it. So, change the oil pressure sensor, change the oil, change the type, a little thicker, and added the Lucas. So now, when I start this baby up, I'm running at 40 pounds at idle, and about 40 to 45 when I'm at highway speeds. So that's really good. I mean, I believe that's where you want it to be. And the check engine light has not came on. I haven't went to get the smog yet because I have to drive it somewhere around 100 miles and get the computer to read every sensor and have all that ready to go before I take it in. So we should be good to go. Okay, so oil pressure gauge right there. And I'm gonna start it up. There we go. Right around 40 for idle. No check engine light hasn't came on in 2 days. It's a holiday right now, so I can't go back to the smog shop. But oil pressure problem fixed for me anyway. And I just wanted to share this with you guys. Maybe you guys are struggling out there to get your oil pressure under control. I know I was for a long time, and this has fixed my problem. So hey, whenever I can share something like that. My very first video on YouTube was when I put this alternator right there, that MechMan alternator, and that's got the most views of all my channels. So I probably should be doing more truck repair videos, but busy life. I got other things going on my channel, and but this for sure I want to share with you guys. So hey, thanks for watching. Got New Year coming up. You guys have a safe New Year's, and God bless you guys. Peace out.